Dear students, in my previous video, I told you about photosynthesis. That in case of photosynthesis, 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, they combine with 6 molecules of water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. It forms starch, that is C6H12O6, and 6 molecules of oxygen. Now, to prove all these factors, that chlorophyll is required for photosynthesis, sunlight is required for photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is one of the raw material which is required for photosynthesis, and oxygen is product of photosynthesis. Many experiments have been done. So in this first experiment, this is to prove that chlorophyll is essential or necessary for photosynthesis. We need to take a potted plant which is having variegated leaves like croton plant can be. So if we are taking normal plant having normal leaves, then we can cover part of the leaf. Like if we are having leaf, we can cover part of the leaf with, suppose this is a leaf, so we can cover its part with the black strip. If we are not using croton plant in that case, otherwise we can have croton plant with the variegated leaves. Then keep this plant in dark room for 3 days. Why we are keeping plant in dark room? To remove starch. Starch cannot be removed, but starch which is already being prepared there with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll when this plant was exposed to sunlight. So that starch must be used up if we will keep it in the dark room for 3 days, and after that we keep it in sunlight for 6 hours. Then take a leaf from the plant and mark green areas, because still after keeping this plant in dark room and exposing it to sunlight, on that variegated leaves some region will be green and some will be non-green. So now dip the leaf in boiling water. Why we are doing this? To make the leaf soft. Then dip the leaf in alcohol and heat it in water bath to decolorize it. So why we are using water bath in alcohol? Because alcohol is volatile, otherwise it may catch fire. And alcohol is used to remove chlorophyll from the leaf. Then wash the leaf in water and dip it in dilute iodine solution. So what will happen if it is a variegated leaf? The green area, because that is still having starch, that will turn blue black. And this shows that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. So this you can observe in this experiment or in this figure also, where we are having leaf, its some part is covered with black paper, black strip, and when we dip this green leaf in iodine solution, in ethanol solution, to remove this chlorophyll from it, and after that when we put iodine for starch test, the test proves that chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis, because the covered part, it doesn't have any starch, because when we cover any part of the leaf, then that part will not be able to get sunlight, and in this way starch is not prepared in that portion. Similarly, there is one more experiment where we just want to know that carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. In that case, we need to take 2 potted plants of same size, keep them in dark room for 3 days so that all the starch is used up. Then keep the plants on separate glass plates. Keep a watch glass containing some potassium hydroxide near one plant to absorb carbon dioxide. Cover both the plants with bell jars and seal the bottom of the jars with Vaseline to make it airtight. Keep the plants in sunlight for 3 hours. Then take a leaf from each plant and test for starch. The leaf of the plant kept in jar containing potassium hydroxide does not show the presence of starch. Why? Because potassium hydroxide that will absorb carbon dioxide. When it absorbs carbon dioxide and when there is no carbon dioxide, so then as we have done in the process of photosynthesis, that this carbon dioxide is reduced to C6H12O6 starch, then it will not happen. So this shows that carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. This will be more clear from this figure. So you'll see that this is the bell jar where we put a potted plant. We may cover this with the polythene bag, and so that no CO2 is there to ensure that CO2 from organism in the soil is contained. Then air without carbon dioxide, how it will become without carbon dioxide? Here we can put soda lime and we can add potassium hydroxide also. So in first experiment, like in this experiment, I told you that we can take only potassium hydroxide to absorb carbon dioxide which is present within the bell jar, which is sealed. Similarly, here we are doing totally all kind of sealing is done, like it is sealed with the cork, or soda lime can also be used along with potassium hydroxide to absorb carbon dioxide. So inside the bell jar there will be no carbon dioxide. So after that, when we will pluck this leaf and test starch, presence of starch with the help of iodine solution, you will find that it will not show any kind of taste because starch is unable to be synthesized. Then there are more experiments which can be done, like test of starch we have done. Then test for sunlight, again when we cover it, then you will see that if we cover some part of the leaf and after that if we test for starch, because sunlight is not able to penetrate here, so photosynthesis requires sunlight, so this portion will show will not be stained with the help of starch. Then test for chlorophyll, that was the first experiment when we took chlorophyll, we took leaf, we put it into alcohol and then we go for iodine test. Then this is the test for carbon dioxide, where we are using KOH or soda lime to absorb carbon dioxide. And finally, if we test iodine test, we'll find that no starch is synthesized in the leaves. Then one more experiment is there, where we can take any aquatic plant, and if we take any aquatic plant like hydrilla and we place it in, hydrilla is there, and we placed it in the water, and after we and then we cover it with inverted funnel, and there is one inverted test tube also. Keep it in sunlight and for few hours, you will see that bubbles they are coming out. So why bubbles of oxygen are coming out? As we know that oxygen is byproduct of photosynthesis. So in this way, we can explain that photosynthesis, the raw materials are carbon dioxide and water. With the splitting of water into hydrogen ion and oxygen, that hydrogen ion and oxygen, they help in reduction of carbon dioxide into starch. And all the things, all the major conditions like sunlight, oxygen, carbon dioxide, chlorophyll, everything is required to complete photosynthesis in plants. And this is happening inside which organelle? That is chloroplast, and this chloroplast is present in leaves. And how this exchange of gases possible, like CO2 is moving inside leaf and coming out of the leaf, that is because of presence of stomata on the lower surface of the leaf. And one more term I just want to share with you, that lower surface of the leaf is known as, lower surface of the leaf is known as abaxial surface, abaxial side, and upper side is known as adaxial. So I think this information is enough for you, that we can do many experiments to prove about the presence of this chlorophyll, or presence of sunlight, and presence of carbon dioxide, and evolution of oxygen, to prove that in photosynthesis all these components are required. Thank you.